welcome back to Medieval Engineers, and we're going to give you a basic build tutorial today. I'm going to show you houses and both the towers, and that's about it for now. I'm going to get on to pulley systems and stuff into the next episode, but let's just get on to the house building right away here. You're going to want to start with a foundation. You always want a foundation in anything you build because it builds structure, and you got to worry about structural integrity. And see, if I press N, you'll see that those blocks are white, which means they are absorbed into the ground and they will take on as much weight as anything, you know, they'll hold up. When they're green, that's when you got to start worrying about it. Alright, so now we got our basic little shack front here. We're going to put in some stairs, door, lots of walls. And see right here, a lot of people have an issue right here with, oh, well, I can't get the piece in right there. It's easy. Just hold Alt, and it puts a piece inside a piece. Makes it real simple. Just gonna fill this in here. If you press Q, it does a quick flip for the piece. Alright, and now we're going to be installing a fireplace in this thing. So this is going to get a little different here now. Need some of this, some of those. I don't know if I've seen anyone try to do anything like this. I like to do stuff like this. It really builds a nice character into whatever you're building. You got to make sure it's structurally sound, but this will actually add structure to your house if you do it properly. That should be high enough for a little bit. We'll give it one more. Alright, now we're going to need some support beams, because this is going to make this look really, really in-depth and cool. Add some in down here as well. There we go. I've actually flipped them in every single position, so now you can see that they make like kind of this foundation mark out for it, which looks really nice. Just add in 4 little fire pits. I hope they make a bigger fire source to make this actually look better for doing stuff like this. But that does look really nice, does it not, guys? Alright, carrying on. Now we're going to have to build up the roofing to this. Should be pretty simple. So I'm going to continue with the stone walls on the back because of the structure. You're going to need it for the foundationing. Actually, you know what? Let's get fancy. Let's throw in some windows. Alright. Pieces to fill in the blocks. You always want to build from the ground up in this game, and you want to make sure you're watching your structural integrity. Because see, before I put my roof on, I'm going to check it, and look at that, guys. That's beautiful. It's like all green. There's a little bit of heavy weight on the back, but that's okay. It's just a house anyway, so that's really strong for a house. Some roofings. Don't forget to hold that Alt button to get... Oh, I just ruined it. You see that, guys? I wonder if I can fix that before it falls on itself. Just gonna leave it like that for now. Should hold up. Finish my roof. Placing the blocks can be a little finicky in this. Alright. Some wood flooring. Look at that, guys. Nice little simple house. Just gonna fill it with furniture. There's all sorts of ideas you can come up with here, but as you can see, this is structurally sound. It's so structurally sound that when I accidentally deleted the chimney, it still held together. Alright, but carrying on, I'm going to show you guys basically how I did that big tower in my last video. So let's clear our belt here. I'm going to need this. Alright. Oh, we're going to need the stairs too. Alright, here we go. So basically what you want to do is you want to build in just like I did with the chimney. Start with your basic wall. Continue around. You want to make sure when you're building towers to keep all your blocks kind of outwards from like a 4-block radius. It's a very stable way to build things. Doors actually take away a lot out of the structural integrity, so you got to make sure that you're placing things properly. Alright, so we got our first little section done here. Make sure you do this in this order, guys, if you're building for structural purposes. You can just build it like this and hope it doesn't fall over, but yeah, if you want a tower that's going to hold up in a fight, this is what you're going to want. So now we're going to go ahead and start putting the stairs in. Alt thing is great where it just places the block inside of the block. I love it. Works so great. Oh, or not. Alpha. Alright. We're going to go up one more just so I can show you guys how strong you can make these things and high. Actually, the one in my other game is probably taller than this, but just for quick purposes, I'm just going to do it this high. You guys can make them pretty high using this kind of foundation structure, but don't think that this is it. There's more to it than just that. You just got to do it in the proper order. Okay, so now we got our basic foundation. Before we add on to the big top part, we could go really high on this if we wanted to. But before we add on to that, we're going to add in just some supports here to make sure that this thing stays strong and stays strong in battle as well. Very important. Also gives the tower kind of a cool look as well. See, I'm just using Alt and placing these support pieces into it. And it's very smart to do it in every direction too. As you can see, get all these. and so on and so forth. I'm not going to spend the time doing this whole thing, but you get the basic idea. And then also, if you're going to go really high on the tower, you can also add in center supports. You just got to make sure that you're placing things properly. You don't want to screw up doing something like this, because then you're going to have to delete pieces, your tower is going to cave in. You want to make sure you place it right the first time. So as you can see, I've got it lined up, I've got that placed back, so when I press Alt, it's actually going to go up against this pole here, which is exactly what I'm going for. See? And I'm going to go up one more. And I can't do one more, but if I flip it like this and do that, and that. Oh, look at that. Now there's some serious support beams in there, guys. This thing would hold up in a war really well. Carrying on. I noticed some people have been having some troubles with doing the flooring. I don't seem to have an issue with it. The squaring is very simple, just like this. I can also do the circle one as well. I'll be showing that in a few moments. Let's just clean this up a bit here. Oh, and I need this guy. Alright, now some people may say, how the hell do I get this piece to fit right now? Okay, it's simply as much as scrolling your mouse wheel, and you see it's going to change the types of blocks, and then just fit it to place. Works for most blocks. A lot of blocks have a variety of different blocks. You should go through all the blocks and test them with the scroll wheel. There's all sorts of crazy stuff you can do. Scroll wheel. Look at that. One tower. Very strong too. Look at that. I didn't even do all the supports, and it's got a lot of strength to it. This thing could hold up on a fight really well. Stairs work perfect as long as you don't get the support beams in the way. Alright, and now last but not least, I'm going to show you guys the round tower. It can be a little finicky, but there is ways of making it structurally sound. Start with your door. You don't want to really put too many windows in these kind of towers, because these towers tend to be really weak. Which doesn't really make sense, because in the real world, real physics, if you had a rounded structure like this, the integrity of it would actually be a lot stronger, especially if it's very narrow like this compared to a squared tower. As you can see, it's already going. Look at that. So we got a little bit of integrity there. Should put in some supports in that one, really. Let's go one more higher. Now we gotta do the stairwell. Don't forget that Alt key. And see, for stairs it works great when you press Q and just hold Alt. It actually places the stairs in perfect order while you're spiraling up the stairs. It's great. Alright, then we need our wooden flooring. We're going to need this half piece here. And we're going to do 2 of those. And I think I'll just leave that. Alright. Now we need to add on our sidings. this is where these towers start to take a really big problem with weight. Seems to be a little bug ever since their last update. Makes that double click sound whenever you're placing these. Make sure we have a door in still. Spot. Walls. Oh, look at that. I don't know how that's even possible. Uh-oh. Oh, that's okay. That'll be fine. And last but not least, the roofing. I wish you could have different colors roofing for these tower pieces. They seem to only have this color for the tower pieces already. There we go. See, this one doesn't seem to be as strong, which doesn't really make sense, but if you are cautious, you can do the same thing with this one. Don't use those rounded pillars. They don't work very well. But you can do this. You just got to make sure that you're placing them very, very carefully. Because if you get in the way of the stairwell, you basically screw yourself. That might do it. No, that didn't really do much. But yeah, that's how you work with your structural integrity and building, guys. I hope this helped you out a lot. Don't forget to leave me a like. It helps me out a lot. Subscribe for more. There's going to be a lot more videos coming up. Don't forget to check out my previous video. It was a giveaway video, so go check it out. You got a chance to win Medieval Engineers. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you in the next video.